I think Biden and Richardson have a very similar domestic and international policy belief. And I think if we can at least get someone throw someone else into the mix besides Hillary and Obama, and Edwards is on the more liberal of the scale. If you're a moderate Democrat or a moderate individual, I think Richardson's a great second choice. He does. No candidate's perfect. You're going to find something you don't like about one.
Hillary is a centrist, and Joe Biden is a centrist. And, I actually think they're the most similar. But you hold quite a bit of power here, so choose wisely. You can really influence something. It's a good
Do we need to
situation.
move now, or what?
If anybody has anything else to say, or
I would like to know how this group can have the greatest influence.
Right.
Because it seems to me that there's always seems to be safety in numbers.
Right, yeah.
And the numbers, we're gonna help somebody a good bit if we all went together.
If we all went to Richardson and so did some of Dodd's people, I think he would be viable. If we went to Edwards, even half of us, I think he would be viable. So those seem to be, in terms of impact, maybe I'm not thinking as clearly, this is my first time too, but those seem to me to be the two most impact options.
On the other hand, I just was adding some numbers here. If we all went to Clinton, plus some from Dodd, some from Richardson, she would get at least a second delegate.
She would get another
She
delegate.
gets two.
But-
Two now, she would get a third.
She would get a third.
That's what
how
I'm saying.
many?
Although she is already viable, so
Indeed.
if we want to expand alternative options, then we would want to go to other than Obama
Richardson or
or
Edwards to help one of them become viable. And, I kind of think Richardson is closer. I'm certainly not.
His voice in going on to New Hampshire. I don't think it would surprise anyone if Clinton, Obama, and Edwards were the voices in the room. But if the fourth candidate coming out is Richardson and you truly are committed to Biden, it's possible that that would be detrimental to Biden's continued success. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. Because that would be such a surprise upset that it would get lots of press, and nobody's going to be surprised if it's Obama, Hillary, and Edwards. But if it's Obama, Hillary, and Richardson, we've got a whole new ballgame going forward. So think about that.
So you're saying that makes Biden less of a candidate
Exactly.
to put
Right.
his voice out there.
That's right.
Although coming here,
But if you're committed to what Richardson has to say, and I know some of you
also on domestic policy, they all have great experience. So I think the best choice, if you're a militant Biden fan, okay, but I think really you don't lose much by backing Richardson. I think he's also an excellent man, high character, a lot of experience. I would encourage people to go there if we can make him viable.
As I go to hear his speeches, I basically feel like I'm being attacked. The bottom line is I work for a corporation, and, I just feel like he has such an almost radical message. That doesn't mean it won't change as you get into a general election, but he has such a radical message that I think just really he turns an awful lot of people off. And, I could support Hillary or Obama or Richardson ahead of him, but I find it very difficult to listen to that, kind of old-time class warfare message. And by
It seemed like every single question that got asked, Edwards turned it into, or twisted it into his on-message focus about the two Americas thing. I was so sick of it by the time the thing was over. I would never vote for him.
My sense is that even if you liked his message, he would not be allowed to succeed in the way that he.
I think we probably better do it, or
the door's open.